Hey, this is Chris DeReicher, branch manager with Churchill on Byron Center Avenue. I've got with me today Steve Vanderwey, owner of Cornerstone Wealth Partners. Just a great wealth advisory firm, someone I trust personally to handle my finances. And I brought him in here today. He's a mentor of mine, someone I respect, just to share with us a talk he gave to me that was pretty impactful. I like things that are simple, and so he's going to share with us his circle talk in kind of organizing and thinking about finances. So Steve, why don't you take it away?
Great. We call it the circle talk, and it is simple, and simple is good. So here's the circles, the three circles.
It's great, because I couldn't do more than 3 circles.
Very good. All of your financial decisions fit inside of one of these 3 circles. And the first circle is income, the second circle is investments, and the third circle is insurance or protection. So everything that you do falls inside of these. The income, really the income minus expenses has to equal a positive number. The investments is your savings. Home equity is your part of your investments. Assets that you own. 401k, very good. If you think of any other ones.
Cars.
Yep, cars, autos.
Yep.
And then insurance would be all the different things that you would insure, like your home, auto, life, health, what are some other ones? Disability. You can get long-term care insurance. And these are different types of insurances that you can get to insure different things in your life. So everything you do financially can fit into one of these 3 circles, and then we begin to apply it. You begin to see how it works together. Your income minus expenses. If you're doing it wrong, this is a negative number, which means that you're overspending your income. You're spending more than you have coming in. And what we realize then is that these two, when you do them right, they provide a safety net for your investments. When you do them wrong, they provide a risk. If you do this wrong, what happens? My red pen here is that you end up robbing your invested savings in order to right the ship. So we see that right now.
Subsidizing your life from your investments. Yeah.
Right now, a lot of people are robbing their home equity to pay off debt. Things like that happens all the time. When you underinsure, so if you don't have adequate health insurance or auto insurance and things like that, what happens? You rob your invested savings in order to make to solve the problem that happens when you don't have insurance or something. So that's what happens when things are improperly handled here. When you do it right, we'll get my green pen out, then what happens is that when this is a positive number, then what happens eventually, that excess ends up here. It ends up as home equity or 401ks or savings, emergency funds and things like that, and that's positive. The same with the insurances. When you're doing this right, what you're doing is you're protecting your invested savings. And then when that happens week after week, month after month, year after year, this invested savings is protected and it's growing, and as it continues to grow, you're continuing to pay off your home, and your home, eventually you pay off your home altogether, and you own your home free and clear. Well, what happens when this becomes a virtuous cycle? What happens then is that the good things that are happening here make your expenses go down because you don't have a home mortgage.
Payment's gone.
That's right. Now you're saving even more, and then this grows even more, and this invested circle just keeps
getting out of student loan debt. You're getting out of consumer debt. Get the mortgage paid off, and pretty soon.
And think about it. When this is big enough and your net worth is big enough, income becomes optional. You don't need income anymore because you can live off your net worth. Even some of your insurances become optional. You don't need long-term care insurance. Is pretty expensive. Disability insurance, life insurance. Some of these others, home, auto, and health, they're so inexpensive relative to the benefit you get that we recommend keeping those. But this is really what the circle talk does, and the circles that we intend is that really we protect the inner circle, we grow the inner circle, and it makes the outer circles less and less necessary.
That's really helpful. Very simple, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate your partnership in making sure my clients are looking to their future, they're planning for the future. You're helping them with financial independence and maybe coaching them around to what one day would mean self-insured. And that's certainly a benefit. We want that thriving, that financial piece for every family that we get to serve. So give me a call if you still have a mortgage and are looking for ways to get that paid down or paid off. And I'd love to introduce you to Steve so he can help coach you around saving and planning for your future too. Thank you.
Keep it simple. Thanks.